Hello. Beautiful week. Beautiful week. And it's set to be until the weekend everywhere across the UK, and embrace it because normally April brings showers, and that's not me being a pessimist. It does. It generally does, doesn't it? Like March, possible snow. April, plenty of showers. So, so get up because it's here to stay for the week. And I'm at a wedding this weekend, and it's set to be beautiful. So I'm looking forward to that. Lots of things coming up. I've noticed today that Garforth Musical Society have just put up their next production, which will start on Tuesday the 13th of May until Saturday the 17th, and it is The Addams Family, which you can buy tickets from the SPT Uniform Shop. I am trying to encourage them to go on Eventbrite, and I know it's a big thing, and then it means that someone needs to take charge of that. But I think if they could get sort of purchasing tickets in the shop and online, that would be great. I think it would just bring perhaps a different audience. But I do know that that's not always just feasible and possible. So at this present moment in time, tickets are £10 at SPT Uniform Shop. So do go there and support them because their productions are really, really great and they have lots of really great feedback. So the Addams Family coming between the 13th and 17th of May. Blog is also on Friday. I do these monthly blogs now because it fits in with more of what we do, and also within that month, I can grab a lot more information. Hopefully, just put it out there, and there's maybe more things to think about or do. Obviously, with G Fest coming up, there's lots of information about that. Tickets are now available for that at again the St Gemma shop, but they are also online. So if you go to their socials, you'll find the link to buy tickets online. Still cheap as chips. Let's just see if we can raise some money. But there are some, I think they've put the full lineup now, which we will share on the blog on Friday. A few things coming up are the Podger on Saturday, some live music, which is great. I always like to share if we do live music, and I'd love it if just an idea, just chucking it out. Say all the pubs got together and did like a music watch. So there was different types of music, different genres of music throughout the month, for example. And then you could go to one place and find out which pub is doing your genre of music, whether it was the Yard or the Miners or the Podger or the Gaping Goose, wherever there was live music, there would be a place where you could see which pubs doing what. And I think it would be quite a good thing to do because I love live music. And I think if you have the options, I know the Garforth music scene does put information up there, but if all the pubs did it and shared what they were doing, I think it would gain traction. Something delicious coming up. Yes, this morning, and it wasn't an April Fool's. Yesterday when it was put up, it is happening. The 5th of July. Put it in your diary. It will be Garforth Community Festival at Garforth Leisure Centre on Saturday, the 5th of July. Place of it's happening. Let's hope we get this weather. So behind the scenes, as we have mentioned on a couple of vlogs and blogs in the past, things are getting traction. A huge amount of stalls are already booked. Just sorting out the music with Mr. Will Pitchfork, who takes hold of that, and because he's a sound engineer and a very, very talented musician, he then goes and sources all our music. We're just waiting on Burr Brass Band to see if they can fit us in again this year because they went down a storm last year, as they did at Sausage Fest. So there's still lots going on behind the scenes, and as it progresses, we will be able to confirm what's coming so you can get excited about it, who's going to play, what's going to be there. We'll keep the eye on the forecast. I'll try and organise that. If only, hey, if only. But there's a few new changes this year about how things are going to happen and what's going to happen. And we've got two sort of sponsors this year as well, brilliantly, which is Ice and Harrison Solicitors is one of the big sponsors this year, as are Tesco's, where we won the community awards from them. So that's been a huge help in order that we can put this on, as well as us raising monies at Sausage Fest, because everything, as we know, is so expensive. Anywho, what's coming to Main Street soon? Obviously, the cafe is still due to open in May. I've not heard anything else. I think everyone's desperate for that. And the reason I say that is because everybody keeps asking me. Well, I thought it was March. Well, it was, but now it's May. Because things aren't always straightforward when you're changing things and structurally requesting things through planning, or your architect needs to do something because it needs a tick box in planning. So things don't always go to plan, but apparently as of May, hopefully, can't tell you when, it might be beginning of May, might be the end of May. Uh, Drinking my Cielo coffee, which gets me through my day. But that is coming, and also Hipco look to soon be opening. I've liked all the pictures on the front of the shop, which is great. Good picture of Russ there. I think it's just a brilliant concept to have like a showroom. Come in, come chat, come talk to the knowledgeable people. Come and have a look and a feel and a touch and a view. Things that you want to make your home better, whether it's new windows, new doors, a build or whatever. So I think it's a really good thing, and that's going to be funny. Funny, it's not funny. It's going to be fun, I think, when that's opened. I noticed that the old SLP, well, it used to be SLP's old little shop, which is sort of opposite Morehouse Opticians, next to Valentino's. It's all been painted black outside, which it looks cool, but I'm still yet to find out what's going in there. I'm not 100% sure. So it'll be interesting if anybody does know, please do share. I've sort of put my little sort of fishing rods out to see if anybody knows. Everyone might just know, and I've just not heard about it yet. But it'll be interesting to see what's going in there. Whether it's still part of SLP, I have no idea. I want to do a little shout out to the every people, as in the delivery people. I know people sometimes give them a bit of a bad rep as a company, and I suspect the company, I don't work for them, so I can't say anything. But I just want to shout out to the delivery drivers that do deliver in Garforth, especially on sort of our estate. And I do know that there's two that I know of, and I think there's 4 reps in Garforth that deliver all kinds of things through every, whether it's a vintage parcel or a retail shop or something from, I don't know, a bike shop or a wire shop, IT, whatever it is, wherever you've ordered, it's been delivered. Um, the people that I know they're just brilliant, and I think from what my delivery man says, who I've become really good friends with since COVID, is that there's nearly on average 800 parcels for 4 of them to deliver in the area, which is a huge task, especially if they're getting on with people, and every time we just stop and chat to them, which is good. I mean, my everyman is just like, he's got my banter, he's got my understanding, and I wish he'd bring clothes that would fit. I mean, that would be a thing, and then he wouldn't have to come back and pick them up and send them back again. Come on, get with the program. So it's nice. I just think I want to do a shout out to them, because I don't think that's an easy task. I don't think it's an easy company to work for, by all accounts, from what's been said. Again, don't shoot the messenger. But I think they have a difficult job, and they can probably do it with their eyes shut, but don't, because you're on a road and driving a van. But I just want to shout out to them, because the 2 people that have delivered to me are just great, and they're just really nice, and I think they deserve a really good shout out. Um, Coming up, obviously we mentioned Feastival. I'm just trying to think what we haven't mentioned, because there's lots of things coming on the blog, which are things coming up over April, which includes Sewn Sweet Sewn has another craft event making Easter stroke spring baubles there at the end of, I think it's the 15th of April, but do look, I'll put stuff up. Yesterday I did put up information, on Monday should I say, about what's missing in Garforth. I don't need to know what we have. I don't really need to know about what you don't like. I don't really need that. There are things that perhaps make people go, I don't need that. I would like to know, what do you think's missing, whether it's the high street, whether it's down the road, whether it's something from home. What do you think that's missing? What do you think that would be a good thing for us to have in Garforth that we don't have, whether it's a pop-up something or something that could go with another shop? I'd love to have your thoughts, because I always like to sort of plant seeds, and if we get enough information, then I can plant bigger seeds and sort of put things in place, because there are a few empty shops, and I'd like to be part of that potential come into Garforth. So let me know. I did put a post up on socials yesterday. I think I might pin the post. But it's, what do you think would be a really great addition or complementary to a current business that we have? Like I said, I don't need any. I would just like a really good discussion about what you think we could have in Garforth. Speak soon and enjoy the sunshine.